everybody. Tonia Reeves here, saying g'day from Sunday Creek in Victoria, Australia. So, hi everybody. No matter where you're from, whether it's evening, lunchtime or breakfast time, g'day from over in Oz, and always love to connect with you all. This week we're having a bit of a hot one at the moment here in Australia because, of course, it's summer. So we've had a few quite warm days and we're kind of easing our way into it because we just haven't been used to it's been cool over winter and, so we've had some really warm weather. I was kind of hoping I might be on my horse today and that was sort of in the back of my mind, but it's pretty warm out there and all you do is see me sweating. So, I wasn't quite prepared for that. I've got to round up some cows after this show because we've got some young ones and they're in paddocks and not meant to be in. So I'll be saddling up my trusty horse and getting that sorted as soon as my show's done today. So, but anyway, enough of me. I hope you're having an awesome week. Speaking, and generally a theme that I've found that's been really common the last week, even actually probably the last 3 weeks, has been everyone's feeling a little bit of fatigue, unmotivated, chilled out, almost too chilled out. And I do think we're all as a collective feeling that bit of it's like a kind of fatigue. And I think just energetically with everything that's been going on, it's kind of like we're trying to get back to normal. But, there is that part of it. And my mate Tony shared it today. He said, maybe we need to allow that to happen. So rather than trying to get motivated and get all back on our horse and whatever, we maybe need to allow ourselves to have just that time of, taking a deep breath and just being an allowance to what is going on around us rather than trying to, push things to make them happen or feeling that you have to get all these things done. So, just tune into what feels right for you. But if you are feeling that fatigue and feeling that little bit of overwhelm, then, please be kind to yourself and say, you know what, everything can be done as it needs to be done, and don't put pressure on yourself if you're not feeling up for things. So I think it's really important and, something that we all, we all go through. So we have our ups and downs, and I think it's important just to honour that. So, I just wanted to share that message this week because I felt it was strong. So mediumship cards taking off. Thank you so much. For those overseas in the US, they are available on Amazon and Book Depository. For those here in Australia, I have them on my website, the Cowgirl Medium. And I also, you can get them at animaldreaming.com if you want to do a collective shop. And there's a few other amazing card decks out there at the moment too, so I recommend that as well. But really excited. The feedback's been amazing with my cards, and I'm just, it's so wonderful when you hear, great feedback. It's kind of just, confirms what you kind of hope that will be the case when you, put your card deck out there. So, so thank you for all of those that have jumped on and bought card decks already. I've had a heap that I've been sending out, which has been totally awesome. And, each one I inject a lot of, love. And at the moment we've had roses here. So I've had the rose petals that I've included in, which to me represent the heart chakra. And one of the biggest things with mediumship that I've found is, your heart is the centre of connection to, not just loved ones here on earth, but also those in the spirit world. So when we come from a place of, our heart space, we can come from a place of, really connecting in and doing a deep dive into that connection. So I've included some of those in the ones that I've sent out, and I've also sent out some personal message cards along with a spare card for those of you that have ordered them from my website. And it's really sweet. It's really personalised, and I've had great fun doing it. So I let Spirit decide which special card you get. And even with the message cards, I don't even look at them. I just more or less pack them up and post them off. So it's been a lot of fun, and the feedback's been really great. So many people have taken time to send me a message and say, how they've started using the cards, they find them really easy, and how it's really strengthened their connection to loved ones in spirit. So that was my aim. And when I hear that, I'm pretty excited because I know that's pretty much on track with what my plan was for this card deck. So I'm pretty proud. I'm really wrapped with the sales and how people have taken them on board, and not just wrapped with the feedback. So if I can help a handful of people, then, I'm happy. So just getting the cards out there so that everyone can experience them is really my goal. So thank you. And thank you for the support. I think it's amazing how, we support each other at times when people, it's like we're all connecting to a small business now. I think through COVID, it's made us really think about how, we spend our money. And, I find that a lot of people are going for those that, have invested, like when you produce cards, it's a lot of time, commitment, you self-publish, so you've got costs and things like that. So, yeah, it's a lot to take on, and you want to be able to you hope that people support you. And so I've been really grateful that people are supporting me and my card deck, so I have to say thank you for that. So that's pretty cool. All right, I've got Linda in Jackson, Michigan, USA. Linda, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Thank you for calling in and getting a reading today. Now, can I ask first, we've got Mum in spirit for you, because I've got a lady that kind of connected in with me before I even came on today.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand you.
Have you got your mum has passed away? Because I've got a lady in the spirit world coming in for you.
Yes, she passed away in 2013.
Oh, wow. Okay. It was interesting. I pulled a few of my cards because she came through really strongly, and I was like, okay, I'm going to pull these cards out. And so with these messages I got, and this I really feel relates to Mum, I'm sending you messages through the birds around you. So I really feel birds are significant around her and coming in to let you know she's okay. She also put here, I didn't go through any pain on my passing. So it was almost like, just letting you know that when she transitioned, there was no pain. And I really felt that one was quite a strong one coming through. So I needed to share that.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then the last one I got to was I visit you in your dreams. So I really feel that's quite significant that she comes to visit you. And sometimes we don't always remember them clearly, but we just connect to that feeling. So I feel like she brings across that feeling of love and connection, and definitely wants you to know that she's still around. And I do feel like something that was important to her was don't forget me, is a strong message I get from her. And I don't feel like you've forgotten her, but I feel like this is something she always wanted, everyone to not forget her.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's like she's really strongly saying that. She's a real character. She's also saying she's around you now. There's something going on. There's a bit of a transition happening around you right at this moment. So I feel like you're stepping into a new chapter, and it's like she's excited for you, and she wants to say that she's excited because there's a sense of freedom around this decision that I feel like you've either made it or you're right there now, but it's like she's excited about it.
That's good to know. Thank you.
Yeah, so you get what that is, because it's like, yay. And
yes.
I do feel with that message she's showing me things are going to be a lot easier and run smoother. So it's almost like with you making that change, I've got that sense of freedom. And for you, it's about making choices. And she's showing me it's like doing the things you want to do. So you're not being swayed by other people. It's like, you're going to make these decisions and go, this is where I want to go. And I do feel there's some kind of travel around with that as well.
Yes.
Yeah, she's showing me like you're I feel like you're a bit of a gypsy is what the impression she gives me is that like you like to be able to wander and almost wandering to places less traveled. So exploration is important.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, it's like you're not where all the people are. You're like, I want to explore something with a bit of depth, and I see you're doing that more. And it's almost like this next chapter will involve you, really fulfilling that need, because I feel like inside you there's this real powerful, urge to say, I need to go here. And it's almost like you're guided, and you're very spiritual as well. So when you follow that guidance, you never go wrong.
Yes. Do you see anything about like my love life?
There's something around, so have you let go of a relationship? Because I felt like there was something you've let go of, and you're not being, it was almost like what she was showing me, you're not having to answer to somebody at the moment.
Yes, my husband passed away over a year ago.
Oh, wow. Okay. So was he a little bit, because I just feel like there was an aspect of, you the one pleasing him a lot, or there was a lot of you sort of compromised a lot in that relationship a little bit. And I'm not saying that in a negative way, but almost like, yeah, he was the leader, whereas now it's like this is your time to be that leader. So I see you finding somebody who has the same connection as you, with feeling like a bit of a gypsy, with wanting to explore and travel, because I feel like your husband maybe didn't, or he was a bit more like a homebody. He wanted to be at home, and it's like Mum's showing me there's someone else to step in that is more in alignment with you.
Yes, that's right on the nail.
Yeah, so it's like that's the important part here, is he has to be, and it's almost like what Mum's showing me is you're not taking any shit now. And I'm not saying that, with your husband it was like that, but it's like you've rebirthed yourself, and it's like I'm doing things my way, and it's like you've really stepped into your power. So I see somebody will meet you halfway there, like it's like this person will have all of that and more to say, come on, let's go on adventures, let's, almost like they've done a little bit along the line of what you've done, is been there and done that with having to be tied to things, and now it's time to have the freedom.
Okay.
I almost feel like you have lost a partner as well. So like somebody that's their partners of a long standing has passed, and then you'll connect in that way. But I definitely see it'll be during those explorations. So it's like take that trip. It's almost like you're going to be on the road meeting somebody, is what she's showing me. But Mum guides you as well. Is what she's a bit of a character. It's like, of course, she would guide you. And I do feel like she wants to enjoy the ride with you. So she's saying, let's do this. Let's get going.
Oh, yeah. She likes to get up and go.
Yeah. So she's like, come on, the time is right. And I feel like now there's a green light, is what she's showing me. Now, I'm nearly out of time, and I'm going to have to cut this a little bit short. But the main point is there is somebody stepping in. So you're not going to be on your own, but really following your heart to where you need to be and tuning into that, because you have a great connection to source, which I call like your own spiritual, higher self, godlike quality. Like you follow that and you really won't go wrong. So it's like just do it, is all I'm saying.